everyone, it's Melanie and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a semi-large book haul. I got some things from Barnes & Noble as well as Thriftbooks, and I am very excited to show you guys what I got. So I recently graduated from college and one of my family friends gave me a Barnes & Noble gift card as a graduation present, which I'm super thankful for. And when I was looking at their website, I forgot how expensive the books are from there. One of the books that was on my want list was like $27 on Barnes & Noble, and then I found it for under $5 on Thriftbooks. So I ended up getting 2 books from Barnes & Noble as well as 9 books from Thriftbooks, because once I started and I saw that everything was like $4 to $7, I couldn't stop. So the first book that I got is You Say It First, and it looks like a Romeo and Juliet type story, but instead of feuding families, it's different political parties that they're affiliated with. I think this will be a really interesting read. I usually don't pick up books that have like a heavy politics theme, and genuinely I didn't really think this was that, which I should have, because I just thought the cover was really pretty and I'm a visual buyer, so I bought it. But if you actually look at the cover, it says this is what democracy looks like and every vote counts. So I didn't really do a good job. I just saw the pretty cartoon and the pink aesthetic and I spent my money. But I do think I'm really going to enjoy this book because it looks pretty cute. So the next book I got is actually a play. It's called I and You by Lauren Gunderson. I recently just graduated as a theater major, and at this time there are a lot of out-of-work actors because Broadway is shut down. So different organizations and individuals have been putting on live-streamed musicals and readings of plays, and 2 of the former cast members from Dear Evan Hansen, Andrew Barth Feldman and Sammy Wilkins, I think is her last name, they did a virtual performance of this play and I loved it so much. If you guys have never read a play before, sometimes they can be a little confusing if there's a lot of stage directions in them, but this one is pretty much just a dialogue only show. It's only 2 characters, a girl who is sick and homeschooled, but a boy from the local high school that comes to do some homework with her, but she didn't know that he was going to be coming to do some homework with her. And so it's kind of her struggle to decide, do I want to let this boy in to my life and do homework with him when she kind of likes to shut people out. So it's a really, really sweet story with a really nice plot twist, and the dialogue is so fast-paced and moves really well. I don't think there's a full version of the play on YouTube, but there are some clips around, and it's just an overall good time. If you like the movie Last Christmas, you will like this book. And yeah, I just think it's a really good read. Although I probably won't read it anytime soon because I did watch the live stream, so I kind of just got this to have in my collection. I am excited now though that I have this book. Now onto Thriftbooks. So I ordered 9 books off Thriftbooks and they came in 2 orders, so I'll show you what I got from the first order first. The first book I'm definitely late to the party with, and it is Ready Player One. On the cover it says Willy Wonka meets the Matrix. Love that description. I love Willy Wonka. And on the cover there's also like a bunch of trailers and RVs like parked on top of each other, so I think it's super interesting looking. I think this became a movie. I think that's why I put it on my list, because it just seemed really cool. The back of the book just says, in the year 2044, reality is an ugly place. The only time teenager Wade Watts really feels alive is when he's jacked into the virtual utopia known as Oasis. Wade's devoted his life to studying the puzzles hidden within this world's digital confines, puzzles that are based on the creator's obsession with pop culture of decades past and the promise of massive power and fortune to whoever can unlock them. But when Wade stumbles upon the first clue, he finds himself beset by players willing to kill and take this ultimate prize. The race is on, and if Wade's going to survive, he'll have to win and confront the real world he's always been so desperate to escape. So this book seems really cool, and I am very interested to read it, and I believe there's a movie too, like I said, so interested to watch the movie as well and see how that compares. The next book I got is Jennifer Yu's 4 Weeks, 5 People. It's about 5 teens that go on some sort of wilderness therapy retreat. One of them has obsessive compulsive disorder, one has an eating disorder, one would rather live in movies than reality, one of them is gorgeous and overly confident, and another one just doesn't want to go back to therapy, but I'm not sure why she was there in the first place. So this book seems like super cute, like a summery, fun teens with issues kind of novel, and I'm really interested in those books, so I think this is going to be a good one. And it says it's 17 fiction, like 17 magazine, so that's how you know. The next book title confused me as I looked through my book wants list, and it's Heretics Anonymous. I had no idea what this word meant when I came across it on my book wants list. I didn't remember putting it on there, but then when I searched it and I saw the cover, like I said, I'm a visual buyer, and so the burnt toast really spoke to me, and I was like, that is why I put it on my wants list, because any book cover with food on it just appeals to me. So this book actually seems really, really cool. It's about a boy who is an atheist, but he's going to a Catholic school, and he meets a group of misfits, some who are atheists, some who are Jewish and gay, and someone who practices paganism, and someone who is an outspoken feminist, and they just form this group called Heretics Anonymous within their Catholic school. So I do think this book sounds really interesting, and I am happy with myself for seeing the toast and putting it on my wants list. And the last book from the first half of my Thriftbooks order is Patti Lupone's Memoir. This is a big book. This is probably the one that came in the worst condition from Thriftbooks. I don't remember how it was listed on the website, but some of the pages are bent in here, as well as the sleeve over here is bent a little bit, but if I close it and just let some books sit on top of it, I think it'll be fine. This book retails for $25.99 and it was only $4.79 on the website, so I had to get it that way. Patti Lupone is an actress, most known for her work on Broadway, as well as her cameo in The Last Christmas. She's not most well known for her cameo in The Last Christmas, but I did mention The Last Christmas before, so I'm gonna mention it again. I also got 2 more memoirs, and the next one is Ellie Kemper's book, My Squirrel Days. Ellie Kemper is most known for playing Kimmy Schmidt in The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, as well as Erin in The Office, and I just think she's so adorable and I want to be her, and sometimes I think that I am her. I think she's an amazing actress and she plays the kinds of roles that I would love to play. I was very interested to find out a little bit more about her and her life, so I picked up this book. Then I got Jamie Otis's Wifey 101. Now, Jamie Otis is from Lifetime's Married at First Sight, one of my favorite reality TV shows ever. They're in their 11th season now, so the show is, still going strong. And like I said, Jamie was one of the first couples to participate in the social experiment. You meet your spouse at the altar, you go straight to a honeymoon for a week, you live together for 2 months, and at the end of the 2-month process, you come to decision day where you have to decide, would you like to stay married or would you like to get a divorce? But when Jamie walked down the aisle and saw her husband Doug, she was absolutely not attracted to him at all, and then in the confessionals later, she was in tears and saying how much she regretted doing this, and she hadn't even said 2 words to the man aside from I do. So it was a wild time, and throughout the season they really grew to get to know and love each other, and they committed to the process, and they've been married for like 6.5 years now, and they have 2 kids, and it's just absolutely adorable, their family. I listen to their podcast, Hot Marriage, Cool Parents, all the time. I am not married and I'm not a parent, but I just think that their personalities are so amazing, and Jamie is just so cool, so I wanted to pick up her book, and this book is in really good condition considering I got it off of Thriftbooks. Not that the books off of Thriftbooks are in bad condition, but like it just feels like I bought a new book, so I'm really excited to read this one. The last memoir that I got is Danielle Fishel's, and she is most known for playing Topanga in Boy Meets World as well as Girl Meets World. I was a diehard Girl Meets World fan because I am a diehard Sabrina Carpenter fan. I've seen her in concert 3 times. I met her once. I have a signed poster of her up on my wall. I would die for Sabrina Carpenter. So if any of you also like Sabrina Carpenter, please comment down below, have a conversation with me about Sabrina. I'm not even kidding. I just want to talk about Sabrina Carpenter. But back to Danielle Fishel. When I saw this book, I saw that there's like a little sticky note in here, and since it's from Thriftbooks, I figured like whoever owned it before must have marked it because they were reading it. But it says Melissa, and like my name is Melanie, so I was like, did they mess up my name on the order? But then I realized it's signed by Danielle Fishel to someone named Melissa, and this book was like $6, and I didn't even know it was signed. Yes, Melissa is not my name, but like it could have been Amy, it could have been Jacqueline, but like Melissa, if you get rid of Issa, that's Mel, that's me. So I just think that's so cool and so funny, and I'm so glad to have a signed book by Danielle Fishel because that's adorable. The second to last book I got is called Wrong in All the Right Ways. Look at this beautiful cover. It's so pretty. It looks like a watercolor of lilies and flowers, and it's just so beautiful. And this book I think I'm really going to enjoy because I loved the TV show The Fosters, and this is about 2 foster siblings who fall in love with each other. And The Fosters was sometimes about 2 foster siblings that fell in love with each other. So I think this is going to be a fun read. I don't condone foster siblings, getting together, but I do love me a good forbidden romance, so I am I'm ready. And the next book is one I think I'm most excited for. It is called The Cheerleaders by Kara Thomas. When I bought all of the books, I didn't have one that I was most excited for, but after I read all the backs of the books in preparing for this video, I think I'm most excited for this one because it says that it's a little bit of Riverdale and a little bit of Veronica Mars. I don't know what Veronica Mars is, but Riverdale I can comprehend. And I'm just going to read you the inside cover because I'm not going to be able to do it justice. It says, first there was a car accident. 2 girls dead after hitting a tree on a rainy night. Not long after, the murders happened. Those 2 girls were killed by the man next door. The police shot him so no one will ever know his reasons. Monica's sister was the last cheerleader to die. After her suicide, Sunnybrook High disbanded the cheer squad. No one wanted to be reminded of the girls they'd lost. That was 5 years ago. Now the faculty and students at Sunnybrook High want to remember the lost cheerleaders, but for Monica, it's not that easy. She just wants to forget. Only Monica's world is starting to unravel. There are letters in her stepdad's desk, an unearthed years-old cell phone, a strange new friend at school. Whatever happened 5 years ago isn't over. Some people in town know more than they're saying, and somehow Monica is the center of it all. There are no more cheerleaders in Sunnybrook, but that doesn't mean anyone else is safe. Come on, that sounds so good and so fun and so mystery, and I am just very excited to read this book, if I haven't said it enough times. So these are all of the books, and they're heavy, so I'm going to put them down. I would love it if you guys would comment down below and let me know if you've read any of these books, and also if you've ever bought a book from Thriftbooks and then got it and it was signed before, because I just think that was so wild. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to link down below my other YouTube channel where I sing, as well as my Instagram. And I'm also going to link down below my friend Rachel. Her YouTube channel is called Rachel Reads and Rambles. I totally forgot to mention her in my first video because I'm a bad friend, but she made a booktube channel recently and she inspired me to make this one because I've always wanted to do it. I was in book club senior year of high school and I've always just been way too nervous to make a channel, so here I am at 21 living the dream. So I hope you guys like the video and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye!